Dance for me, it's something that's inspirational. It provides me like a platform to work off and meet new people. And that's what pushes me and keeps me going to get better and work with new people, meet new people, like events like this.
I love dance because it's like an outlet for everything that I'm feeling and all my creativity, and also a time to hang out with friends.
Dance is just like a time where you can open up to each other and like share, your passions, and you all become like quite close, especially when you're like all in a group together. And it's just like really nice to see what you can all create.
We've been running a really exciting cross-regional youth exchange, which is bringing together 4 youth companies from across the country together to share, to network, to collaborate, and to ultimately create a new piece, which will be performed later this year. So throughout the project, we've been sharing classes. So each of the different youth leaders have had the opportunity to teach class, which has been really great to then see all the different dancers also take part in those different styles and creative approaches. And then working creatively with Monique to create a new show, a new performance piece, which is based on our Beautiful Futures project. So we asked Monique to create a piece based on this brief, which is inspired by a book written by Rob Hopkins called How to Fall in Love with the Future, which really argues for positivity and joy in kind of the face of what's going on in our environment, in our world.
It really does foster an openness to connection in dance, which as lovely as social media can be for like wider connection, there's this sort of interpersonal connection that feels really important, especially for young people, to develop this culture of community and training alongside one another, and training alongside people who don't live where you live as well. That doesn't have to be abroad. I mean, just even the breadth of the UK in itself. This is already quite like a big exchange of cultural experiences, although we live under the umbrella of the UK. And it's very rare to have that. At this age group, there's something refreshing about everyone having to get to know each other now. Everyone having to get to know each other, not just as people, but as dancers and as movers. Being thrown into creative tasks with someone you met an hour ago. That's a really vulnerable thing, but it teaches vulnerability. It teaches openness. It teaches connection. It teaches an ability to learn and adapt quickly to new environments. And these are all skills that are beyond the physical, will only just enhance their journey as young people, regardless of whether they choose to continue in dance or they might choose a different journey in dance. These are life skills. And as a choreographer, I'm particularly interested in how we can get to know our bodies through movement. This feels really important. And so with the theme of like a brighter future, better futures, imagining tomorrow, I really centered around the concept of hope, because that felt really important. And actually one of the questions that I asked the students in the task is, what does hope feel like? And I asked them, where can you feel this in your body? And I think it's really important to bring a fullness of who we are into the space as artists.
The piece really focuses on a feeling of hope for the future and not being all pessimistic about it. And it's so important because we need to have hope and creativity so that we can think of ways that we can solve all the problems in the world.
If we are the change we want to see, then we can have the hope for the future and we can build it up together. And I think it's also part of the communal idea of it, where if we all work together and create something that can raise awareness, and everyone else can have hope for the future from it as well.
For me, I definitely think that also the fact that we're all young people makes it even more empowering, because we are the people that are going to create the change for the future. Because with the environment, we're the generation which needs to make the change. And I think the fact that we're helping to put our own thoughts and ideas into the piece almost shows how we're going to help develop the world into a place that we would actually want to live in.
Our voices do matter, because we're all on this planet, we're all trying to save it, so we all should chip in and help. And if we can do anything through our dance to raise awareness and help change that and get us to a better future, then we should definitely try and do that. We just want to see the planet beautiful again, to have a beautiful future.
And I think we really explore themes of togetherness and hope and growth and community.
I really feel like young people, especially within the dance world, don't get an opportunity to work together. It's always in competition with each other. And what we really need to be doing more of is opening up our spaces, opening up our networks. And that's like super important for young people to not think that they are working in isolation. They're part of a bigger picture, and that picture is a national picture of young people in the arts connecting. So it's not that we should be like just celebrate as a region, but like I say, nationally these young people should have a network, and that network starts now and started this week for these 30 young people, 25 young people in the space. You know, they've now got this company that they've worked for 4 days with as a company of a network and a community that they can pull on, hopefully in the future.
So Beautiful Futures is about providing young people a network that allows us to connect later on in life. It's allowed us to think of our future and what this could do to like make the world better.
So what's really clear is that this project has provided an opportunity for a group of young people who wouldn't normally get to meet each other to come together and think about what their beautiful future might look like. And at the Arts Council, our strategy, Let's Create, is all about creating those positive opportunities for children and young people and communities everywhere to come together and use culture and creativity to make our lives happier, and they've certainly done that today.
We definitely want to look at more cross-collaboration opportunities because it just is added so much to them as young people, to meet young people that do the same thing but just in different areas. I think for me as an artist, it's just nice to be alongside other people that are doing the groundwork, that are here with their youth groups, and we all have that same passion of driving youth dance. It's so nice to meet with them.
I think there's sort of main point is creating a space where young people can just be creative across ages from 13 to 19 as well, all at different stages of development of dance. So yeah, to have this sort of shared thing through the art form of dance, I think is beautiful.
Listening to our dancers, we've all come together, we've got different experiences, and this project's kind of met them all where they're at. It's just been a real level playing field and celebration of all the dancers and all the movers in the space.
The importance of a project like this is just so much more than just dance. So it's not just the fact that they're kind of learning new creative and technical skills and experiencing other kind of approaches, but also they're away, a large proportion of them are away from home. That might be for the first time. They're living with their peers for the first time. They're spending all day dancing, which I know for some of us is a first. That's a chance to progress and grow as humans, not just dancers. And that's those are skills that whether you're going to be a dancer or not, that will carry you forward and help you grow as a person.
So the point of our Beautiful Future project and the R&D of the professional work is that we're taking the youth voice through the work. So we've done multiple co-creations and commissions on universities and youth companies around the country, and we're trying to absorb as much of what they say as possible, so that when we come to create the professional work, actually it's not just about what me and Sarah think, but it's about the way we integrate the youth voice through the actual professional piece.
So the piece that we've just seen has had a kind of thematic underpinning of hope and hope for the future. And one of the young people who was talking after the performance kind of made a really great reference to coming together as a community this week, and actually how then they might take that forward as a community moving forwards into later life. And that struck a real chord with me. We absolutely need more hope in our communities and in our world right now, and if that starts with dance, then that's a really great way to start, it seems to me.
Movement as a language is a living art form, and actually we're communicating in a way that no matter what language you speak, hopefully there's something that is felt. And I think that's the core of it, and that's what I try and bring into the space, especially working with young people, because it encourages them to find their own voice, embody their body fully. If you're a teenager, you're going through lots of different changes. How do you embrace that and understand that this is just a time of evolving, a time of blooming?
And it's been a week-long residency for these young people where it's given them that independence, it's given them their creativity, freedom, but also that real responsibility and growth for them as well on a very important subject.
And we can't make any of these things happen without working together. There's no doubt. In a fractured world, what could look like a fractured world, we have to come together. to keep dance alive and keep the arts alive and keep these young people finding their future in creativity.